Hi, my name is Alyssa and I'm here with Ain Amira.
Hi, and today we are having a small conversation and a mini podcast which about our glamping cabin project.
So, Ain, can I know what are your nuclear study that you first refer for your glamping cabin project?
Okay, I will explain about my nuclear study, which is I choose Surah Al-An'am from the verse 6, which is it's about this verse is about a reminder and also a warning to us that not appreciate Allah creature, which is all the mention in the surah, which is the tree, the earth, the river, and the rain, that us or human do not appreciate it. So from this verse, it's encouraged us to be humble to God creature and also not repeating the same mistake. So from this nuclear study, I choose my client, which is a florist, a professional who arrange flowers and also sell flowers that appreciate the nature of the God creature. So from the nuclear study, I have my concept. Okay. From the which I choose for my concept, which is Eden's. Do you know what is Eden?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Let me explain it to you. Which is Eden is actually a meaning is a paradise garden. It's which for my Eden for my building, which is for my concept. Why I choose Eden is so I want to represent it's a place or a beautiful, perfect that created by a God, in which it's full of trees, flowers, and also a river. So I want to make my building of my camping cabin, which is a symbol of paradise, and it have a calming ambience and also eternal bliss, and also it have a guidance which lead to the righteous.
Oh, I see.
What about you, Alyssa? What about your nuclear study or your concept of your glamping cabin?
Okay, I will start with my nuclear study first to make it easier to understand. So I refer to Surah Al-Hajj, Surah 22, verse 22, and the meaning is that every time they want to get out of hellfire, they from anguish they will be returned to it, and it will be said taste the punishment of the burning fire. So from the nuclear study, I come out with the explanation, which is that this verse actually depicts a harsh and tormenting image of hell. So in the forest of Ulubandul, of course, it is in contrast because Ulubandul serves as the embodies the epitome of harmony. And since the forest provides a lot of serene and cool environment, so humans and animals can actually live peacefully together without any discomfort or difficulties. So from both of the nuclear study and also the explanation that I have just said, I come out with the concept of nature's nexus because in the Ulubandul forest, there are a lot of elements going on. As you can see, there are a lot of elements going on in the forest, but it embodies the harmony between everything that happens simultaneously. So that come out with the nature's nexus. The nature means that reference to a natural world encompassing plants, animals, landscape, and also environment. While the nexus is actually a central or a focal point linking multiple elements, like I just said, representing a series of connections. So the natural nexus is like describe my glamping cabin as a central connections to between luxurious comfort and also between the natural environment. So which is why I actually come out with the client, which is geocacher. Do you know what they do?
Is actually I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. I will explain. Okay, so geocacher navigates to specific coordinates to find hidden catches, like something that is valuable for them, and they are using GPS devices or smartphone apps. And they also have their own characteristic, which is they are very observant, they are very patient, and they love to walk, to like stroking, and also listening. So yeah. Well, may I know, from your Eden concept, do you have like any specific planning on how you want to use your site planning, your form, fast site, and also your body function?
Okay, I will start with my site planning first.
Okay.
As you can see with the mock-up, as you can see, that my entrance is on the south, which is it's on it's near the boulder, and it also it's also have a tree, and also connected with the river, so it's a very like straightforward site that I choose, which is it's from the I also preserve the site, and also the position of the building is very face directly towards the river, and it's also have that's the reason why I choose it's near the boulder, because the pathway is the ingress is here and the egress is here, so it's very like a very like clear pathway to it has ingress and egress, a very clear pathway. And the entrance also face the south and the decking face the north. Should I explain also about the form?
Yes.
Okay, for the form, as you can see, it's not a completely a good form, but this one is actually a mock-up, so it's not completely. It's still on construction. No, I'm kidding. It's still on development. Okay, I still develop my design. So for the form, I have a ground area and also a loft area, which is on the ground area. Basically, it has a living room, which is on the open structure, and also I have dining and also the decking, and also I have a pool inside my open structure. And as you can see at the on the east, I also have a big garden, which is I want to what they call suit my client needed, which is a garden, which is that suit for my florist client. And then I also have a kitchen on the loft, and for my a kitchen on the loft, I have a loft. I have kitchen on my ground floor, and for the loft I have bedroom and also stair. So for my building, I have 4 garden, which is on the outside, at the middle, and at the living room, and also at near the kitchen. Yeah. So yeah. For my fast side, I also use louvers to make it to have a shading effect. As you can see here.
Yeah, very interesting.
But it's still on development.
Okay, I understand that.
What about you? Do you have a specific form or site planning for your building?
Yes, actually. So I will start on my site planning. My site planning actually I want to highlight the significant elements that are being planted on site. As you can see on my conception model, there's the boulders, the sun rays, the bird springs, and also the river. So my building actually has it looks like its shapes as like very sharp and almost looks like a compass actually, because I have an ideation of a compass which has 4 cardinal points: the north, the south, the east, and the west. So for my special planning, like I said, actually the entrance of my building is here. So the people that comes into my building actually can enter ingress and also egress from the same door, but there are also entrances from the back here and also at the front, which is the decking. And then since my building actually facing the river, so the main elements that are being highlighted is actually the border on the north, the sunrise on the east, the sunrise on the west, and also the river on the south. Which is why this is the form of a building shaping like this, because when people go outside, they got to see all the elements that I want to highlight. And then for my building function, when people go inside my building, there are a lot of windows. As you can see, there are a lot of windows. So I want them to like incorporate themselves being inside my building, but at the same time enjoying life outside. Which is why I have natural nexus. The nexus, it is how like they are connecting everything when they are inside my building. So as for my facade, as you can see here, I want to really highlight the master bedroom, because inside of the master bedroom, I have like a specific place that I want to give to my client geocacher. Because inside of the master bedroom, there are like a collection area for them, because it is easier so that they don't have to go anywhere else to do their own hobby. And here, there are the big windows over here and also on the first floor, and the big windows at the back from the south, from the north. So it allows cross ventilations, and also they get the chance to have a maximized view towards the river and the water. And since my geocacher, like I said, they love to listen to people a lot. So that is why I installed a lot of windows, a lot of louvers, not only to maximize the view, but also to encourage them to listen to people. So yeah.
Okay, how many entrance do you have, or door do you have on that side?
Actually, it is still in developing, but I think I want to have like maybe at least 4 doors, which is here, the kitchen door, and the door from the dining that allows them to go to the decking, and also the door from the hallway here.
Also, overall is 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's good because it's good for if anything happen.
Yeah, for emergency
purposes.
purposes. Yeah. So from my model, I know the construction is complicated, but I would like to hear your construction method is going on. So can I have like a little detail from you first?
Okay. Actually, I think for my construction, I will use steel because as you know, this site is actually a flat area. So maybe I must use steel, which is around 300 to 450 meters. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, mm. So it's still on my research. So it will be on the steel, and for my foundation, I will use foundation metal. Metal. Because other than that, I will use timber frame platform for my building. For my building frame, and for my to connect with each other, which I will use the material which is timber. I will use mortise and tenon to make it more strength, and also will have timeless aesthetic. And for my material, as I mentioned earlier, I will use timber, but I will be more specifically, which is I will use thick timber, and also I will use glue lamp for my column. Glue lamp timber, and I will use laminated glass for my windows and also my louvers mostly, and I will also use my metal mesh railing. As you can see, this one is a hallway. This one I will use metal mesh railing to make it look aesthetic and appeal the nature. Yeah, so that's it. What about yours? Can you explain briefly?
Yes, okay. So my construction is not too much different from yours. Since this is a timber construction, so I also use mortise and tenons, and also like the tanggam to make sure that everything is secured. And to further secure the joinings, I want to use metal connectors as well. And of course, I'm gonna have to build this on steel. So I was thinking about making it 450 mm height. And then I use a concrete footings for the foundations. And then for the material, I was thinking on using the same thick timber because it is majorly has planted trees on thick timber around the area of our site. And thick timber is actually very durable. So it is very nice with our tropical weather. And since I have a lot of glass, I'm gonna use laminated glass because it is also very strong. It has like shatter resistance. And as for decorations and the railings, probably inside and also outside on the decking, I'm gonna use steel. And lastly is like the glue lamp, especially for the skylight over here. So because it is very flexible to use. So I think, yeah, that's it.
I can see that you build the mock-up nicely because I can see the neatness of your handiness.
Thank you. Yours as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I was actually kind of confused as to how your concept, your Nakli, suddenly come out with like this kind of form. Do you have like any initial ideas before?
Okay, actually, I have my initial idea from the site itself, which is it's from the boulder, the tree, and also the river, which is it show like an arrow also, or it show like my concept, which is Eden, which mean paradise garden, which is, as you can see, from the boulder and the tree and the river, which is it's all meet each other to meet each other to suit with the concept. So as you can see, it's also like an arrow, as I mentioned, it's a straight line, which is the pathway is sequence, and also it's related with my concept, which is at the middle of my building or my glamping cabin. It have open structure here, but it's not fully open structure. It will have a glass or maybe louvers here, which is I want to make people look like, oh, the building is solid, but when people's coming, it will make people like, wow, is this a paradise, which is like a mini paradise of the earth. So I want people to feel that way. So that's why at the middle I will have an open structure, which is it's a very the pathway will be sequence and also go towards the river, which is a connect with the nature itself.
I see.
Okay. I also, for my design strategy, mostly I will refer to the Nakli study. For my site planning, I choose Surah Al-Anam for the verse 6, which is rivers beneath them, which is I will make my building is on the steel but on the river. So like that. For my spatial planning, also I choose from Surah Al-Araf, like from the verse 7, we're not absent, which is as you can see, the building is connected to each other, which is if we are at the building, maybe at the bedroom, we can see all the space in the building, which is connected to each other. That's why it's a very minimalist or solid form. And the next one, from building function, I also choose from Surah Al-Anam, which is verse 6 also, which is rain and river, which is the building function is highlight to use a natural resources, which is at the river. We use the natural resources as like a tree, the boulder, tree, and also the rain itself wisely in the glamping cabin. And for the form, I use Surah Yunus for my Nakli is praise to God, which is the glamping cabin I want to make it blend in with the site, which is it's preserve the nature. Macam, I mean, like we do not cut the trees and we preserve and take care of the nature. And for my facade, I use Surah Al-Araf from verse 7. We were not absent. Also, so it will have attraction between the open structure with the nature. So we were not absent. We can have our own interaction with the nature. And for my construction, it's from Surah Al-Tawbah, which is from the verse 9, which is place. I want to bold the verse place of safety, which is I want to make the glamping cabin is need to be built with the construction that can be safely inhabited by a resident or human. And for the for material, I also choose from the same surah, which is Surah At-Tawbah also, which is I want to bold the word seek your protection, which is we need to use a good or resistant or strong material and environmentally friendly material to protect the residents from the weather. Yeah.
Yes.
What about you, Alyssa?
Okay, so as you can see, I will talk about my design development first, because you can see there are three main things here, but actually there's a fourth main attraction, which is the river. So it actually embodies the ideation of a compass, and also on this roof, actually I want to highlight it because I took the idea of orienting arrow on the compass. So this is actually the main highlight of my building. And also I want to talk about the Nakli of my design strategies. So first, my site planning. I took actually all of my design strategy have only one surah references, which is Surah Al-Hajj. And the first one is just site planning. I took Surah Al-Hajj, verse 22. So I want to highlight cool environment. So of course the site planning, the site need to have a cool and shaded environment so that the users inside of my building or even outside is comfortable living there. As for my spatial planning, so verse 22 as well. So I need to have a clear circulations between the spaces of between the relationship of the spaces inside of my building. And the third one is building function. Of course, Surah verse 22 as well. I need to have an efficient layout because when I have efficient layout, I of course provide spaces with great functionality for my client and also for the client's family to use. And then I'll go to my form, verse 25, guidance to Allah. So I have to make sure that my form of my building can remind people towards Allah. So I have to maximize a lot of views outside. And then my facade, I took from verse 22, pleasing design. So the building can shade well and prevent direct sunlight from entering my building that can make the users discomfort. And then for my construction, I took from verse 25, do things right. So I have to make sure that the construction are right for people. It is stable and strong and can maintain what's been planted around. And the last one is the material. Of course, verse 13 from Surah Al-Hajj, respect towards Allah. So I have to show my respect towards Allah's nikmat and obey the natural principles so that I have to use valid sources when I was going to construct my building. So as you can see from my design strategies and Nakli study, everything from my conceptual model and also my mock-up model, the highlights of the nature and the elements around really comes back towards my concept nature's nexus. So yeah, I think that is all for me. Okay.
I think it's very clear concept I can see from you.
Yeah. I wish the best for your design development.
I still develop. Okay, so that's all from us for our mini podcast. So don't forget to share, like and subscribe below.
Alright, bye bye.
Bye.